That's right, guys. Relief is on the way for us here in Tallahassee. Cooler temperatures starting next week. But first, the rainfall. 2 doses of rainfall. That's what we're talking about. However, today we remain pretty clear, just a few upper-level clouds there through the morning hours, and then those lifted off towards the north as the day progressed. So, fairly beautiful day out there, but definitely a warm one here as well. You know, that heat's been all up and down the East Coast so far this spring. Here in Tallahassee, we're seeing 84 degrees. Same story for Quincy and also Monticello. Along near the coast, we find cooler temperatures just slightly. That's due to the southerly sea breeze. Keeps them just a few degrees cooler down to our south than it does here in Tallahassee and off to our north. Almanac today shows a high temperature of 86 degrees, very, very warm. That low temperature of 57, we just updated. You saw those numbers switch around just there, still showing us well above average. So as far as rainfall, that is one thing we are below average on. That's right, nearly 6-inch deficit for the year. We could see us make a very large dent in that. Overnight, tonight into tomorrow, that rain will begin to move in from west to east, and again, we'll get another shot at some rainfall this weekend, talking Saturday to Sunday. Now, across the area right now, those winds are showing mostly a southerly component across the majority of the region, and while we would expect the humidity to be bumping up with that southerly component to the winds, unfortunately, our humidity is still very, very low. It's still very dry out there. We are above the critical levels for what you'd expect for fire weather, so fire is not too much of a hazard right now, but that high pressure off the coast of the Carolinas is keeping those relative humidities still down despite that southerly component to the winds. Now, that rainfall I mentioned, it is on its way, and we're not talking just a few sprinkles here and there. We're talking a pretty good dose of rainfall across pretty much the majority of the region. In fact, let me give you some rainfall totals so far. Lake Charles, Louisiana, almost an inch of rain, 9/10 of an inch, and Monroe, Louisiana, 2 inches of rain, and they're still seeing more rainfall over there. That rain begins to make its way towards us by Wednesday afternoon, you saw it, and our futurecast doesn't go quite that far, but we're looking at some more rain by Saturday and Sunday. You can see how slow moving the system is. And that rainfall on Saturday and Sunday, we're still working on the timing. The models are kind of all over the place, but they should be settled down by tomorrow. So by the time this rainfall ends tomorrow, we'll have the next shot of rainfall settled down for you. Overnight tonight, 61 is our low, 30% chance of rain. Again, starting west to east, we're looking at that rainfall mostly in portions of southeast Alabama, Panama City, those areas. But by tomorrow, that 60% chance of rainfall for here in Tallahassee. Don't forget that umbrella tomorrow. And if you're heading out to the baseball game, bring a poncho, and you know what? You might want to check throughout the day to make sure that baseball game is still going to be on because of that rain. 7-day forecast again shows the next shot of rain coming in on Saturday and Sunday, but Friday's looking to be clear, so if you have some outdoor plans, you might want to shoot them for Friday, guys.